Hey folks, how are you all today? Welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith, and I have a sad bit of news to share with you today. And for this, I'm wearing my rebel hat. It just seemed fitting. And you'll notice the lanterns are not lit back there. Anybody, by the way, I should mention this right now, anybody that this offends, it's because you don't know your history. You know the lies that were taught to you in high school and college and by the media and all that. And if you want to know the truth, like we like to talk about here, dig into your history for yourself. You're going to find that this is nothing to be ashamed of or to hate or anything else. Okay, I'll jump off into the main subject. The sad news is that General Lee crashed in southern Missouri just earlier today, I believe. I just saw it on the news. It crashed in Taney County, Missouri, which is down by Branson, close to the Arkansas border. I spent a lot of time down in Taney County and Stone County, which is right to the west of it. I love that part of town down, that part of the country down there. I have a lot of history that goes way back to when I was just a child, down to that part. So anyways, I'll put the picture of the crash up as the thumbnail. Well, you probably already saw it. The story is that it was a one-car accident. Means they didn't run into anybody, and nobody ran into them. Means they ran off into something, right? And 2 occupants were sent to the hospital at this time in unknown condition. Don't know what the situation might have been. So, if everything's all right, I'm sure I'll be able to make some jokes about it, but not going to do it yet until I hear how those guys are, and until I hear how they are, the lamps will remain unlit. So the General Lee, it's got smashed up. Prayers for those guys, for those occupants, and also for the body shop and frame shop and engine shop, that hopefully we'll be able to put that thing back together. Now, the interesting thing about the General Lee, everybody knows it from the Dukes of Hazzard, right? And somebody, people will say, well, I know a guy who has the real one. I know a guy who has the original one. I know the guy in the next town over there. There were 309 General Lees built by Dodge for that show. Now, you can imagine all the things they jumped over, right? And kids, no, don't try that. It's not going to work out. I tried to jump my dad's Oldsmobile 88 over a hill. It didn't end up well. It did in that he laughed about it, but it didn't do much for the car. And there were 309 of the General Lees built, and another 25, 26, something like that, built for the sequel that ran some time ago. I don't think they needed as many because they didn't crash as many. But I think that this one that crashed down there in Taney County probably was the one that belonged to or sat outside Dixie Outfitters down there on the main strip for years and years. My kids have a load of pictures of them standing out in front of the General right out there in the parking lot, and it's something that we always enjoyed. We always enjoy stopping in Dixie Outfitters and seeing the General. So anyway, I thought many of you might find that interesting. Prayers for those guys who were in the General, and we'll see if they can't get them put back together. And I will repeat, for any of you who have heard bad things about this, I want to gently suggest to you that you don't know the truth. And I want to invite you to look into it further and deeply, because you will be shocked. If you think this is hateful, you will be shocked at the truth you find. Anyway, our thoughts and prayers are for those guys down there. And remember that we prepare well today. This isn't really about preparedness, but in order to live well tomorrow, there was probably something that could have been done to avoid that wreck. You all drive safely out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.